What's up, guys? So, just going to look over Microsoft for the last couple days, and just going to do some charting, and then I'll show you the Excel spreadsheet that I set up, just kind of showing where the significant pivots are, and then I'll do a little bit of coding. All right, so what I just got done was I just put all the information into the chart of the pivot low for Microsoft on 11/24, I think it was. So pivot low is right around in here, and oh, if you notice, that pivot low actually, you see this line here, this trend line here is referencing some other time. I don't know. Let's see, when did this time start? And again, this is kind of the algorithm. Wow, worked twice. This is the algorithm that I created that plots trend lines from the left side of the screen and brings it to the right side of the screen. And you see that that line was respected here on 11/22 as well, right? So that same trend line. So that was started, the begin date was 11/21. So if we zoom out, we go back to, I guess it was just that prior day. I don't know where it is. 11/21. 11/21 on this day. Started in this day somewhere. But it looks like that even started on 11/15, right? So, all right, as I'm clicking on this trend line, you see there it says based on begin date, begin time, begin price, all those kind of things. So you see that it's says the begin date is 11/15. Well, when we were over here earlier, it said that it began on 11/21. So this same time point, this same price level, it's been respected multiple times. So it's respected way back here on the left side of the chart somewhere. It's respected here, and then again on this day it's been respected again. But you see that it's been called on several times. So you know it worked there. All right, so pretty much what I want to do now is when I find these significant swing points, I want to start an algorithm, or I want to look at some get some help from the computer to say, all right, so I've identified a significant swing pivot. Now I need your help to tell me when to get in. All right, so that's essentially what I did here. At some other time point, I made I made this on Apple on the 15-second time frame. Clearly, 15-second Apple. So what we're saying is that after, and if you see the title of it, it says strong. So what I would have, I got my headphones on. I can't hear a thing. Sorry if you get the echo. But so on the, so it says strong. So pretty much, I was coming up with an algorithm that, you know, when we find strength on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute time frames, then we want to take entries if we're showing signs of both strength and trend. So that's what this algorithm was here. I'm going to create a whole new algorithm to try to identify better these lows here. And I don't know if I want to do the 15-second time frame like before, or if I want to do the 1 minute time frame. So let's see what the 15-second time frame looks like in that same period of time. Because again, this is the script that Apple coded for. I'm looking for my vertical time point. Well, anyway, it should be about here, right? So that's the pivot low. All right, so from that point on, we want to try to find higher probability entries. And the Apple script, I don't know. I mean, you got that pretty good. This right here, you might have got stopped out, so maybe we could do better there. That's not much meat on that potato, nor there. This one is okay, right? This one is okay. These are no good. These are too many. It plucked out these continuations pretty good. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna get back to the keyboard, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, so off of the script that I put together real quick here on Microsoft, it looks like it gave some pretty decent entries after we accounted for that the low is lower than the moving average of the 9, the low is lower than the low before it, the high is lower than the high before it. So that means that you just have a lower candle altogether. You don't have an outside candle, you don't have an inside candle. Also that you have the 9-period moving average is less than the 25-period moving average, and that the volume is less than the short-term, the short range moving average of the volume, and I'm using the 6-period moving average here. All right, so with the exception of that, just kind of sitting here looking at it, I think that we are now looking for some base to be mitigated. So you see here, the chart moves up. It's got a little bit of base here, but this was a break below the base, but it wasn't like a true. Let me show you here. So here we have a base and we have a drop below it, and maybe I'm looking for a base on the way down. So supply pushing down, and then that base of the supply being broken, and then we getting an entry signal. Same here, we got this base here created on the way down, supply moving down, and then again you have that that break below this base. Now we get a signal. Okay, here we move up. Now we got selling pressure coming here. We get steel on the way down. We get selling pressure, break of this base, and now we get an entry signal. Plus, we got this nice move up here, this ascending support. That ascending support was broken, so now all of a sudden you get the selling pressure. So now you've got some sellers to buy into, right? And so then we get the entries here on the smaller time frame. Well, and even here, you know, move up here, right? So you got to move up here. Selling pressure pushes down. Now you got this base being created here, and then this base, this area in here, this base that's created here was just broken by this, and then we get an entry signal. So I think that's what I'm going to look for. All right, this one here, the sequence just doesn't work, right? So we have this move up, we have the selling pressure. We do have a base here, so if we had broke that base and got the entry signal there, it might have been a go. Otherwise, as it moves down, we have this base here that's being created, even by this kind of, if you considered a double bottom and the intrinsic fractal move, if you will. We don't have this break here. We have the break right here, but we don't have our entry signal right here. Our entry signal is right here, so this one wouldn't be valid. All right, then over here, yeah, again, moves up, push down, push down, push down, got the base, broke the base, right? Broke the base and got our entry signal. And then here, we move up, push down, got a base here. This didn't break it. This is giving us a signal on the way up, right? You know, now this gets a little bit more tricky because you can consider this a base, right? But this is a base moving up. This is a base moving up, right? So we identified back here that our bases were in the downward direction, right? So this base is now moving up. Oh yeah, trade station is going to act funky on me again. All right, so so I can't do the markup like I want to, but yeah. So this base has now tried to move in the upper direction, so moving back into buying, right? And then we got the sell-off. So technically, your base would be down here, and you'd be looking for an entry signal right here, but we didn't get it. We got it up here. Into supply. We don't want it in supply, we want it into demand. Like here, you do have that selling pressure. There's a base there, and then we have the break of that base to the bottom side into demand. We have our entries. Okay, so I think that's how you would trade that. if you were to try to trade this specific stock on this specific day with this specific algorithm giving you some entry signals. So I have to make some notes on that, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and then I'll go back and I'll study it a little bit more. All right, guys, hope you got something. Anyway, if you got questions, put them in chat below. Usually, I'll come on here and I'll do something every day, but I'm getting a lot more methodical with how I'm tracking and what I'm doing these days. You see here, I started my tracking sheet called Pivot Tracker, and I'm trying to keep an eye on where these major pivots, where these major swings happen. And I just did my little documentation from Microsoft today, and it looked like Microsoft kind of bounced on the peak alpha, but it was pretty consistent about that. The rest of the stocks, for the most part, are bouncing on the consolidation beta, which just says that in the consolidation phase, what I'm calling beta is the bottom, the swing low. Peak beta would be a significant rejection swing low. But if you're looking in the consolidation phase, the low would be that consolidation beta. Most of these stocks look like that they are finding their significant swing lows after recognizing or after bouncing on the consolidation beta. So and I haven't been doing as good about taking the screenshots, but so say Amazon here. Amazon, it had a bounce here, but this would be like a peak beta because it's a significant rejection. This is alpha. This is consolidation alpha, consolidation alpha, consolidation alpha. So Microsoft here can bounce on the consolidation alphas. Let's see what else. That was the same one. Apple. I didn't draw the trend line, but there's a consolidation beta there as it drops down, hits that lower point, and then moves up. And then so when the stock found that same beta again, that consolidation beta, it moved up. It also hit some alphas here. But like I say, the data is showing me that the majority of these things are bouncing on the consolidation beta. That when there's a consolidation, it's bouncing on that bottom price level. So yeah, hope you got something from it. Check you next time. I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.